good to hear.
You've been more comfortable as training camp has progressed. How much of that was just sort of getting over the way last year went and getting back to your confidence mentally?
Yes, it's had a lot to do with confidence. I don't think that the scheme is nothing that I really had to struggle with. So, I've always been pretty good about learning and picking up a defense. Like you said, it's just about comfortability. I knew coming into this year that I had to kind of reintroduce myself as far as on the field and stuff like that. So, that's been my focus this whole kind of off season and leading into this preseason.
You talk a lot about how much.
I was just going to say, so just to follow up, so how comfortable do you feel with where you are now then?
Oh, I'm 100% comfortable. I already that's just the natural, kind of evolution of football. As the years go and the years stack, you get more and more comfortable. It's been that way for me since middle school. Obviously 6th to 8th grade, exponentially better from freshman to senior year. So that's just how it goes, and I think that it's a beautiful thing that the league is kind of set up that way too. It's like, you come in as a rookie and on a rookie contract, it's like 4 years, just like college was. And so I feel like this like a junior year for me. And that's where I'm at in my progression of it.
You talk a lot about how much people counted you out. How much did that fuel you, going from last year into this year in the offseason?
That's been a part of my story this whole time. Before the injury, after the injury, I've always kind of been a underrated player. And not to say, I'm not trying to put any expectations on myself or anybody on me, but that's just, coming from a smaller school in the first place. I've always had to kind of go above and beyond as opposed to the guys coming from, the FBS school. So it's nothing new to me. It's a familiar territory for me to be underrated and just kind of go out and prove what, I already know myself to be and what people want me to be.
Now, we did get to talk to you after the regular season finale because Spags put you at linebacker. Just how fun, interesting was that experience, and what did that sort of give you as a baseline to have the improvement for this year?
That was fun, man. I done played a lot of positions on the field. I honestly have played throughout my career every position except for probably center and cornerback. So, yeah, like I said, go back to that territory thing. It was familiar territory, but at this level, I ain't going to lie, it's a little different. So, but, it was fun, though, man. I had to, work on my scrape techniques and had to talk to Coach House and them about and see what my PFF grade was at linebacker. but no, it was fun, man. And then going into just, that was the last time I played, like you said, and for me, it was just kind of getting back into the flow of the game, trying to figure out, not figure out if I still belong or anything, but just figure out where I'm at because, like I said, I hadn't played so long before that. And then so I was just trying to, get out there. It was a plus I got to play linebacker, but I actually split my snaps 52. I had 52 snaps. I think 26 might have been at D tackle and 26 is at linebacker. So it was fun, though, man. I had a good time playing and getting back to it. And then, like I said, just looking forward to this year. That back then, looking forward to this year. I wasn't planning on playing no more linebacker, but I was planning on getting back into the rotation and like I said, reintroducing myself on the field.
How do you see yourself improving out of me? Obviously, you look at, with Jaron Reed coming in and Chris playing a different position, is Spags kind of putting you all in different positions to see where you all may work depending on the down and situation stuff throughout the game?
Yeah, for sure. Spags does a good job moving us around and kind of just playing to our strengths for sure. Chris is one of those players who, he's generational talent. You can move him anywhere along the line and he's going to be productive. So I think having a piece like that is very beneficial to us to be able to put him out or put him anywhere and then kind of build around that. And then you got other guys, obviously Frank, you got Jay Reed coming in. So, we got really established guys and really good guys in their positions. And then I think that, like you said, being able to move around and have that fluidity that Chris allows us, it'll definitely improve our defense for this year.
You mentioned the injury. I'm just curious, how much of that elbow injury last year did kind of zap one of your best strengths as far as your upper body and your ability to use that?
Yeah, no doubt.
When did you feel 100% again?
Like you said, it was very, I guess, frustrating for me because, like you said, that's my biggest attribute is is just being, upper body strong, being able to kind of move guys around, and also athleticism. So obviously the athleticism, my feet are still there. That's one thing I think you guys are getting to see this preseason is that no matter what goes on, I always worked on my feet. Coming up, I always worked on my feet, played skill positions coming up and stuff like that. So the feet will never be an issue, but the elbow definitely, it was a setback, and it was hard because, I'm already an undersized defensive tackle. So using my hands is a big part of my game to be able to keep those longer guys off me. And I didn't have the comfortability to kind of strike people with that left elbow yet. So it was definitely a setback. Did a lot of work in this offseason, strength training, and just getting those ligaments and all of that stuff back in because I fortunately didn't have to have a surgery. So Jay was just all about the healing time and the healing process. And I took that very seriously this offseason and came back to this camp just, like I said, ready to reintroduce.
Coach Daly mentioned the final stretch of camp. You were really stacking good practices together. What do you think maybe clicked while you were up in St. Joe during that final stretch?
It's funny you ask. I don't think there was a click. I've always been this. I don't think that there is any switch. There's no on-off switch for me. I think that, I got hurt in the very first game of the year last year. Didn't get a chance to show improvement from rookie year to that year. So now you're just getting a super load of last year and this year's improvement.
You mentioned your PFS score.
The defensive line, what does it offer you, a rotational guy that can come in later in the game with fresh legs and do for some of the reserve players, and given you guys are so deep?
Yeah, I think the depth of this defensive line is a very key part in the defense because we got a lot of guys who once they give it their all, like Jay Reed and Nadi and all of them, once they give it their all and they're tired, like you said, I think we got really quality pieces coming in between me and Turk. And so me and Turk have just been, kind of working in that second unit, getting that cohesion together, getting all that stuff ironed out to where there's no fall off when we come in. We trying to make it look better. You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect to the guys out there at the first, but we trying to make it look better. So, even when we come in second after them, they're like, oh man, we got to deal with these guys for the rest of the game. So that's a credit to Turk too, man. That's my guy. Obviously a Lou native. I'm always show love to him. So that's my guy, man. We've been trying to work and help each other get better to where when we're both out there on the field, I'm obviously whoever is with me and Nadi, me and Jay Reed, or me and Turk, we want it to look identical to if starters are out there and if not better.
You mentioned you went back and looked at your PFS score when you played linebacker. How much did you agree with it?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember what it was, but it definitely should have been high. I don't think I missed no assignments. I was scraping over the top. I defeated like 3 cut blocks, so I definitely it should have been a very generous score. I don't remember what it was, but it should have been generous.
What do guys like Hitchens and Lehman and those guys say?
Oh no, yeah, no, they watched it. They watched the tape on it. They said that I was definitely, like I said, them cuts, man. When you play D line, you used to getting cut, so being 3 yards off the ball, the cut ain't even I wasn't worried about it at all. So it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I ain't have to do too much coverage on no running backs or nothing like that. But I think that as far as just getting my job handled and stuff like that, I did a pretty decent job.
Going into camp, you talked about being superstitious, and you were excited to get back to St. Joe because y'all won the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
Any more superstitions going into the regular season?
Well, I mean, just kind of getting back into my routine from 2 years ago. Obviously I was a rookie then. Didn't have much of a routine, but it got completely derailed because of COVID. So didn't really get a chance to establish that. But, I don't think as far as superstition, just like I said, a routine, doing what I do for the home games, doing what I do for the away games, just stuff like that. And I think that, that'll obviously being back to a sense of normalcy, not having to do all the COVID rules, stuff like that. I think that'll help me get back into a groove that that kind of mirrors my rookie year a little bit more.
Now, you kind of did this your rookie year, but let's say you caused a sack, fumble, recover, touchdown. We're gonna see another backflip.
Nah, y'all ain't gonna see a backflip till contract year, most likely.
It's a preseason and all, but still, getting to start Saturday night after all you've been through, does that still have still mean something to you to be spent?
Yeah, no doubt. Preseason or not, man, this is obviously, I don't know if you guys seen the post, but like, being tired, being beat up, all of that stuff that you go through, especially at Coach Reed camp, one of the hardest in the league. You always got to just kind of ground myself and think back to all the times that, this is what I wanted to do. So this is never too much for me. All the workload, regardless of what it is, and just being able to start and get a reward out of the workload, you put in. It's definitely rewarding. Like it's a great feeling to come out there with the first team and stuff like that. But one thing I will say though, my teammates know me and the coaches also know me, and I think that's what BD or Coach Daly refers to a lot is that I'm definitely I'm a rotational guy in this defense, but that's one thing about me. I'm always gonna play my part to the best of my ability. I don't care if it's a starting role. I don't care whatever it is. I'm gonna make sure that say it, and even if it's a guy coming in like Jay Reed or Nadi coming in, like I know their skill type, I know their playing style, if that makes sense. So sometimes I might go to a certain position on the field to let them, get what they're supposed to be getting. For example, like a pass rush or anything like that. I know Turk and Jay Reed, they're some phenomenal pass rushers. So I have no problem going to the other side where I'm not necessarily the primary, if that makes sense. So just stuff like that, man. Starting is obviously a blessing, but I'm always a team first guy. I've always been that way, no matter what team I've been on, and I think that helps just build the cohesion of the team, of the defensive line unit, and also helps us trust in each other.
Khalen, just what has Chris meant to you since coming into the league and obviously getting a chance to be with him in these 3 years?
Yeah, man, Chris, that's one of my best friends on this team. Obviously, you guys see us hang out and goof around a lot in the practice, but no, aside from just joking around, he's just showed me how to be a professional. How to go about your business, especially when it comes to relating to the media and to everything around just not playing football, everything that's outside of playing football. Him and Frank, both of them. Since I got here my rookie year, we spent a lot of time outside of the building hanging out, and they embraced me from my rookie year all the way till now, to where it's like we're a brotherhood for real, and it's weird to me because a lot of teams, I got a lot of friends in the league, and they talk about how the rookies get treated and all of this rookie stuff they got to do, and it's like ever since I came here, they never treated me like a rookie per se. They treated me like a guy who they'll need later in the season to win the championship, and that's what I felt. And but yeah, Chris, like I said, Chris and Frank, both of them, they helped me grow as a professional. Chris definitely, that was one of the first guys I talked to when I got on the team. And, he's goofy, obviously. That's what Chris is, but that's my guy. That's my dog there. And like I said, between the goofiness and all the joking around we do, he's definitely helped me with some tools to maintain a very sturdy career in this league, and that's what I plan to do.
Okay, thanks, Khalen.
Hey, we've missed you, man.